Hey guys, welcome back to another skate video, and today I'm going to show you how you can solve or complete the riddles tasks that were added to Skate yesterday. So you can find the riddles under tasks, like I had already mentioned, and then there's a tab that is called riddles. These will be available for 1 week and will end on June 2nd when season 4 starts. There are 10 riddles in sum that you need to solve and the tasks to complete, and then you can unlock 500 ticks and this deck right here. So we're gonna start with the first one right here, which is in the core of the plaza I perform, inverting my body in the perfect form. So the core of the plaza means that you have to go to the plaza, which is this space right here that is in front of the M Corp tower. I'm not sure if it really matters where you complete the task because it only says in the core of the plaza, but I did them at the plaza stage because I found that this is the perfect spot. So I started up here where you can just roll down and then do whatever trick you want over the stage. And what you need to do to complete the task is body flips. So either forward or backward, it didn't matter for me at least. You just have to do full body flips, do 3 of them as well, and then the task should be completed. Next up, we probably have one of the first tricky ones already. Here it says, show off your tricks on these letter-shaped pillars. What this means is that you have to go to the Imperva towers. These are in Market Mile right here, and between those towers you have this one pillar that you could argue shows a Y letter. And you either get there by using the fast traveling point, but if you don't have this fast traveling point, there are 2 options you can get there pretty easily. First of all, you can just fast travel to another skater, but it might be hard to find that 1 or 2 people that are up there. What you can do as well is that you just fast travel to one of the fast traveling points that are around it and then either climb up or you use the throwdown technique to get up there, which means that you start a throwdown, then place it as far up as you can, place it right there, go to your map, fast travel to that throwdown, remove it again. So that's how you make your way up there until you end up in the middle of that Y. And then you simply do 10 tricks of your choice up in that Y, and that should complete the task. Next up, we have spin, flip, and keep it tight, land 3 in a row for massive delight. So what I did right here was, or what counted for me was when I did a 180 flip trick out of a grind or a manual. This is what automatically counted for me. I always do this kind of stuff, so it kind of completed it on the side. Then the next riddle is hold your moves, don't let go, racking 1000 points in a flipping show. And I think this one should be pretty easy to solve. What you need to do is to hold a flip trick, can be any flip trick you want to do and any flip trick you like, and just hold it and rack up 1000 points with this. Do this 3 times and the task is completed. Then the next riddle is balance on back wheels, travel around, nose up high, not touching the ground. I think this one should be pretty much self-explanatory. So you need to do a manual of 100 meters in sum. It can be several manuals, it will just add up. You don't have to do one long manual across 100 meters. So you can just stack this up. Then the next riddle is start with a kickflip, don't turn around, land grip on the rail, then back on the ground. So what you need to do is you do a kickflip into a dark slide and then out of the dark slide however you want. I don't think this really matters. But what you are not allowed to do is to turn from the kickflip into the dark slide. So you have to approach the rail at a bit more of an angle to not get into a turn. 3 of them are enough for the task to complete. Moving on, the next riddle is nose or tail raised as you roll on the floor, glide beneath the tall giants, however this is pronounced, raw. So where you need to go is to Goldcrest Village, where you have those dinosaurs standing around, and this specific one is right next to the fast traveling point First and Drumheller. So when you look down, you have this dinosaur standing right here with the long neck, and it has this manual pad where it's standing on, and on this pad you do a manual through the legs of this dinosaur, and this will complete the task. Up next, there is probably the most tricky one right now, which is from the car roof peak down the throat I go, resting at last in the dump below. And why I said this is tricky is because this one is glitched or bugged right now. It will hopefully be fixed in the next few hours or next few days. Skate has already acknowledged that there is a bug in one of those riddles. I'm going to show you how I did it, but I'm sure it's supposed to be done in a different way. So I'm also going to show you how I think it's supposed to be done. However, if this riddle is supposed to be solved in a different way or anything, or once this is fixed, I will pin a comment below this video, so be sure to check for a pinned comment, because maybe once you start doing it, it is solvable in a different way. So first of all, the location where you need to go is right next to the car park, where you have this small alley. There is a dumpster down this like yellow pipe or whatever it's called. And what I did is place a kicker in front of that dumpster, and then basically tried everything from grinding the dumpster to just doing tricks over it. And what worked for me eventually is when I did a body flip over the dumpster and slightly hit that pipe with my body while doing the body flip. So this is completely glitched right now. I've seen from other players that they said you need to hit the pipe with your head. Others said they just had to grind the dumpster and then it counted. Try out a few different things, from grinding to flip tricks to just hitting that pipe, just jumping into the dumpster and so on, or maybe do a body flip over the dumpster. Maybe that works for you as well. But what I think how this riddle is actually solved, because that's what it says in the riddle as well: car roof peak down the throat and then resting at last in the dump. What I think you actually have to do is, once this is fixed, is that you go up on the roof of the car park, and then on the side you can jump down this pipe, and once you made it all the way down, you will rest in the dumpster. So I think that this pipe is actually the throat that they're describing, and the car roof is probably the roof of the car park. So I think that this is actually how it's supposed to be solved, but you can try everything else as well that I described before, and maybe this should trigger the task as well. Anyways, moving on to the last two. First of all, we have 500 points, go and ride atop this shelter, roll like a tide. And I think the tide should give away where this is. So where you need to go is to this entrance right here of the Rolling Waves skate park. And you can see this wave here, and this is basically the shelter that is meant in the riddle. And you can get there pretty easy by using the fast traveling point of the Rolling Waves skate park. So once you're next to it, you just build a ramp or something so you can get on top of it, and then just do a trick or several tricks for at least 500 points on top of this rolling wave. You can also build some stuff up there if you need it, but it actually should be pretty easy to get 500 points there. And lastly, the last riddle is on Goldcrest's heights above creatures long ceased, trick through the belly of the beast. So where you need to go is, or what I would recommend how you get there, is that you use the fast traveling point SVN meteorology, and then from up there you can look down towards the car park, and on top of the building that is between you and the car park, there is a dinosaur on top that has, well, a hole in its body. So you just fly down there, build yourself some ramps, or maybe they are built already. I was pretty lucky here and someone had built them already. And then just do whatever trick you like through the belly of this beast, how the riddle describes it. You can also just climb up there and just do a trick out of the belly. That should count as well. And yeah, that was it. These were the solutions to all of the Speedy's riddles that were just added to Skate. And if you enjoyed this video right here and it helped you, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.